Hello, this is part 3 of the ECX Torment brushless two-wheel drive on 10 scale build series, and I recently-ish just got these new shocks because the stock shocks and even the ECX upgraded aluminum body shocks just weren't really enough, and they were leaking. Both the stock and the upgraded ones are leaking. It just seemed like a poor design. So I went off looking for new shocks, and of course everything's discontinued for this truck. So I ended up doing some more deeper looking, and I ended up finding some things that weren't specifically meant for this truck, but will still work. And even some of the other things that we could have used were also out of stock, so that could change depending on when you want to buy some new shocks. So these are Integy piggyback reservoir front shocks and rear shocks. The rear shocks are dual rate, the front shocks are not, which is okay. They still work great. And the piggyback reservoir is functional on both of them. So you fill up the reservoir and the shock body, and the reservoir actually works like how it should. And they're great shocks. They're responsive, tiny bit stiff, but that's okay. They're 115s in the back and 100 millimeters in the front. So it pretty much fits perfectly. The only thing is the 100 millimeters in the front isn't the exact measure it should be. It should be 95 millimeters. So if you got 100 millimeters of shocks, it'd be a bit longer. So it kind of hard to tell because I got the rear tires off. But it kind of jacks the front up a little bit, which kind of makes it look. It's not really squatted, but that's nothing some body mount movement couldn't fix. So it doesn't actually look terrible with the shocks on, with the longer ones in the front, but it's not terrible. But if you're looking for new shocks, definitely check out Integy, because they definitely got a lot of shocks. Just be careful because they also do a lot of crawler shocks. They do sell non-crawler shocks. Just make sure you get just normal off-roading shocks instead of crawler shocks. This was definitely a shorter video, and yeah, hope this helped a little bit, and definitely go check out Integy for all their shocks and stuff, and yeah.